Welcome back, everybody, to the daily show. I'll be breaking down the stock market. So, before we get started, please hit the like button, and that is greatly appreciated. And if you're new here, definitely consider subscribing. And now, let's get right into the market. All right, so welcome back once again, guys. And you can see, the market hitting another all-time high, and pretty much across the board. Russell, Nasdaq, Dow, S&P, all hitting all-time highs. And if you think that you have done really well past, maybe 5, 10 years, looking at your charts and your setups, well, meet this man right here, our president. Now you have to look at tweet because your charts are not gonna work. Overbought will stay overbought, and oversold will just stay oversold. You're not gonna see a bounce unless you see a tweet from him. Like in this case, we saw so many recently. Look at IBM, go buy some Dell, and then we find out that the president also have a portion in a lot of these names. So that's why you're seeing if the president of the United States are actually buying stocks and he's bullish on the market, what are you gonna do? Your market not gonna come down, right? Unless he wants it, something he wants to bring down, just like he did with the tariff. And now what happened, right? So there was the entry, and now until this man, goes out of the office, I think the market will just continue to grind higher. And I don't know, at some point there will be, some sort of a pullback, or something will take place. But as of right now, market ignoring everything. Higher oil price ignored, the war ignored, inflation ignored, rate hike ignored, rate lowered also ignored. Everything is ignored right now, right? So we'll see how that goes. And now let's get right into some of the things that are happening in the market. You can see the Dow flat on the day, Nasdaq 0.91%. What was the catalyst today? Absolutely nothing. S&P 0.58%. You can see the Russell also going up 0.57%, advancing 56%, declining 39. 11 sectors. Technology led the way, once again on top. Healthcare, basic materials, consumer cyclical, utilities, consumer defensive, financial. Financials took a big beating. And then, even with that, I mean, look at week to date. It's only 4 days of trading, guys. Monday, market was closed, and technology is up over 4%. That is just insane. 1 month, look at this, 13.5%. That is massive. Stock market map, you will see some of these names here. I mean, look at the map here, guys. You think this is a healthy map right here? What do you see on my screen? Well, Microsoft only today because of, I guess, earnings from Snow and some news, pending news and whatnot. But it's the same thing. Computer hardware. SNDK made new high. Dell going up. I think still going up. IBM, STX, WDC, service now right here. But these are just, like oversold stocks. QCOM, AMD, Oracle, Palantir, PNW. But mainly look at it here. AMD. AMU was flat today. I mean, 0.5%. You kidding me? This is a crime. To see AMU down 0.5%. This is an $80 stock, $60 stock now trading at almost $1,000, right? That's just insane. Intel, another one. I mean, if you call these pullbacks, then I don't know what pullback is exactly. 0.77%. How much this thing is up? How much this thing is up year to date? Massive, right? Nvidia was down, but then at the end of the day, they bought it up. Apple up 0.5%. And look at here, all red, lot of red here, lot of red here. But again, market was able to go up and make new all-time highs. Fear and greed index 60. So even though market's sitting at all-time highs, it's sitting right here. It's not even at extreme greed. As a matter of fact, we're not even up here at like 75, 76. It's got a rating of 60 right now. So that is just insane to see. And I think now we need to talk about S&P and see where things are going. All right, so on SPY ETF, it's up just over 0.5%, and you can see, I mean, every day it's a gap up thing in the morning. Some people are calling this a pullback. According to them, this is actually a pullback. I mean, if you call this a pullback, a slow grind, which didn't even stay down for the entire day, you can see these candles. There is wicks on bottom, so that means the buyer is stepping up immediately on that dip. Same thing happened here, and the next day we just gap up and go. And then so far, I mean, look at this run. We did not even close this gap. We didn't even get here, guys. We got really like 731, 32-ish. That was it. And now we're trading over 749. I mean, look at last 2 days. It was stuck here, 749, and look at today, 755. I mean, quarterly expected move, monthly, we have gone past all that. And I mean, it's not even June, and we're already crossing 750 today. So yes, your 401k is doing well, but the market definitely, it does not look like market wants to pull back any deeper correction, even though there is a lot of red flags out there. But it just like market doesn't care. Market ignores all of it, and market only moves with the tweet. So we'll see how long the market can keep up with the tweet, and how long can market can actually survive these types of environment where inflation going higher, people are having hard time paying their bills, but the market seems like disconnected from the economy. And it seems like it actually made up its own mind, like, I'm bullish, I'm just gonna go up, forget about it. You do your thing. You could be running out of money, you could be sleeping on the street, but hey, I'm the market, and I'm telling you, I'm bullish. I'm just gonna go up because the president, uh, telling market is gonna go even higher, right? I don't think any other president actually did that before. All these trades, and how the market kept just grinding and going higher. So you can see, I mean, even though things are overbought, look at this. You don't call this overbought? Look at weekly here, guys. I mean, look at a monthly here. I mean, we're nearing, point where market actually pulls back, but we're just grinding and going higher. So what we should be looking at, well, 749.55. If we come back in, even today, look at this, 749 was the support and some change. So this 5-day moving average will move up, but as long as we stay over that and we cross 755 tomorrow, Friday, guys. So we're already outside the expected move. I think it was 753ish, I believe. Let me know if if I'm wrong, but we're already outside. So if this thing crosses over 755, well, definitely we're gonna see 760, possibly even higher next week. We get a pullback now. That 749.55 needs to break for this thing to come down to 743.97, and then 737.44, 20-day moving average, and then down here from a few days ago, right here, that some people are calling this a pullback, a higher low. I don't know. This doesn't seems like any pullback. I mean, this is just straight up. If we just instead of candles, if you put a line, you'll see it just just a small tiny mini pullback, compared to how much this thing from March 30th forming the bottom and going up. So no pullback, nothing, did not even fill that gap. Forget about these gaps. These are not even in the picture anymore. And things are just, grinding and going higher. It was just at 709 to 712. It was struggling here. And look at how fast we came up to 755. So people that are still going in and out and trading and thinking that, this is going to continue forever. Trust me, guys, what goes up will come down. I'm not saying it's going to go down to zero and crash, but these types of rallies, typically, when these rallies fade, there is a lot of bag holders because people are chasing. So this is very risky if you're chasing. Day trading is fine as long as you get out, you have a stop loss, but going long is the biggest no here on S&P 500 right now. On triple Q, it's up 0.84%. So almost 1%, another brand new all-time high, and closing at a brand new all-time high. So 736.60 can cross. We can get over that. I think 740 to 744. Well, at least that's where the upper Bollinger Band is right now. We get a pullback. Watch out for the support right here, 733, 726 to 27, I would say, because of this 5-day moving average. If we get a deeper pullback, we're just going to fill the gap at 722. And then only then we can talk about more downside. But as of right now, like I said, some people are calling this a pullback, and we got a pullback, we got a higher low, and now let's just go long. Well, good luck with that, because I don't think this is a pullback. It's not even like 5%. It was just, and it didn't even stay down. So what pullback you're talking about? It didn't even stay down for like 3 4 days. We went right back up. As a matter of fact, we had a gap up and go on Tuesday morning with that same news. We got a deal, we don't have a deal. We don't have a deal, the market goes flat or 0.5% down. We have a deal, market goes up 5%. That is just insane. And the deal is happening so many times within a week, within a month. It's just unreal. I mean, at this point, yes, the market does not care about the war anymore, but it seems like whenever the president is saying we have a deal, the market likes it and it goes right up to a new all-time high. I mean, this is a massive, monstrous move to the upside on Nasdaq, and yes, a lot of people are comparing those moves with Korean market and some of the other markets. But again, this is the U.S. and the most efficient, ETFs in the market, especially when it comes to S&P 500, most efficient, index, and now it's just going like a, it's just moving like a penny stock, and that's what's basically happening in the market, guys. So watch out. Kiki also, on the move higher and possibly can continue going into Friday. Just a quick reminder for you guys, Memorial Day is over, so the special is not there. But if you're really serious about trading, you want to get daily trade ideas, swing trade ideas, all sorts of long term and short term setups, definitely head over to Patreon, and that link will be down below in the description for you guys. On Dow, it's absolutely flat on the day, and you can see it's forming a mini bull flag at all-time highs. We're holding over previous all-time highs, so technically that's bullish as long as we stay over 505, bullish. And today we came down, but then what happened? I mean, that is a decent bounce off of that support, guys, 503.59, and now we're trading at 507. So if we can cross 508.74, I can see Dow going easily up to 515 and possibly even higher. And like I said, this is a mini bull flag forming or box. We get outside, there's going to be continuation to the upside. But this is healthy, though. This is healthy. This one had a nice drawdown. This is what I would call some sort of a pullback, right? We came up to 500. We went back down to look at this. Immediately, we had a pullback. Then we came back up. We had another pullback. Came back. What I mean here is there were opportunities here on Dow to play it back up to the upside. You had decent, not crazy, like huge pullbacks, but decent amount of pullback to get in here. But when it comes to S&P and Nasdaq, there was none. Even Russell had some nice pullbacks. So watch out as long as 505 to 503.59 holds. Continuation over this high will take us all the way back up to 510, 515, and even higher on Dow. On IWM, it's up 0.5%. So this morning it was down nearly 1%. You can see 287. We did not fill the gap. We found support at the 5 day right here, 288. Pretty much 288 is the low of the day, 287.98. And you can see previous highs now acting as a support. And now we're trading at 292. Brand new all-time highs. So brand new all-time highs across the board. And it's just insane. So this one here, you can see, I mean, we had this pullback here. Nothing crazy. We didn't even fill the gap twice. Then we had this move up. We had a decent pullback. I mean, that was a decent pullback right here from 288 all the way down to, guys, 270. That is a decent pullback, right? But look at what happened, how we reversed. I mean, from 270, boom, 293 almost within just a matter of 1 week. So that is the type of market, and usually when smaller businesses and banks and all that are suffering, this shouldn't be making all-time highs, but it's making, and there are no rate cuts. Who knows what Kevin Walsh is going to do? I mean, he's known for stuff before where he actually raised rates, right? So maybe he will do the opposite. Maybe he's not going to please the president and just cut, cut, cut. So I don't know what the heck market is pricing in right now, but it seems like it's all just whether it's negative or positive. Market takes it one way, and that is just positive and bullish, and we're just grinding and going higher without any decent pullback. On VIX is down 3.38%. So this is what's concerning because yes, you're bullish, yes, you're celebrating your 401k or whatnot or your day trade, but as this thing makes moves to the downside, lower and lower. Look at today. I mean, past couple of days it was holding around 16. Today we broke under. As a matter of fact, I mean, this thing is trading below lower Bollinger Band. So That's kind of scary when you think about it, and it's getting that Bollinger Band squeeze. We talked about it before, and now that this thing is down here under 16, if this thing spikes back up, we still have a gap here, guys, right around 25, right? So VIX, watch out. I mean, that's 15 to 16 is the zone where this thing actually spikes back up. Maybe worst case scenario, we go down a little bit more to 13, but the lower this thing goes, the higher risk in the market from the top coming down and getting that move to the downside, and finally the market will correct itself. So VIX, definitely watch, keep an eye on this. If this thing rises back up, I would say I'm not going to pay attention to it too much unless it breaks and holds 18. That's when you're going to see the magic happening. And we have a pattern. The Bollinger Band are contracting here, and you can see VIX just trading in between these two Bollinger Bands. So it happened before here, guys. Look at right here, and we talked about it. We had a massive move up. We talked about it before. Also, right here, we had a massive move up. So just because everything is going up and VIX, you think it's sleeping, it does not mean that this thing cannot wake up. And that's all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated.